Today is the first day of school for Spokane Public Schools, and I'm joined this morning with Dr. Swinyard, Superintendent of Spokane Public Schools. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Gosh, an exciting morning. Always, there might be some nerves and also some excitement for students heading back to school today. What do you want students to know as they walk through those doors for the first time this school year?
Yeah, well, happy first day of school. It's always really exciting. It's met with a range of emotions for kids, though. You know, you have some kids that are, really ready to go and just eager to get there, and you have some that are apprehensive and nerve and have those butterflies. And we just encourage parents that our staff are going to love your kids like they're their own, and just to meet kids where they are.
Totally.
And acknowledge the nerves, while at the same time modeling for them that in life we do hard things.
Yeah.
And that involves being out of our comfort zone sometimes, and we put one foot in front of the other. So our teachers are so excited to welcome kids back today.
There's an added layer, especially of maybe emotion for students in Northwest Spokane impacted by the Spokane area fires, especially at the schools closest to the fires, but really across the district, there's people impacted. We know people. So talk to us about the support that SPS is offering for people impacted by the fires as they head back to school.
Yeah, I mean, almost 200 kids who lost their homes. Obviously, hundreds and hundreds that were impacted in some way, shape, or form. Even kids that didn't lose their home, just the trauma of the evacuation, parents, getting stuck in traffic, grabbing their kids by the hand and running down the road. And so, there isn't one formula on how to support kids who have had a traumatic event. There isn't a, this happens, you do this. It's about listening, it's about observing, it's about checking in, and having a menu of supports. That could be our school dogs are ready to go today, as well as there's extra counselors. We want kids to be active and just bring that sense of normalcy that we're moving forward while at the same time being attentive. And although this was a concentration of trauma, we have 30,000 kids. Unfortunately, every day there's a percentage of them that experience some form of trauma on any school day. And our staff are really well equipped with trauma-informed practices to support kids. This is different because of the scale, but the topic of supporting kids in trauma is something that is not new to our educators.
What did you as a school district have to do to make sure those physical buildings were ready to go and safe for students to return to?
Yeah, we brought in an outside consultant. They came in, they did a robust battery of assessments from air quality to soil testing. They were checking the roof, the downspouts. We posted the results of those battery of tests on those school websites just to provide that sense of assurance and transparency to make sure that everybody's feeling as comfortable as possible coming back to school. But it's going to be a range of emotions. It's going to take some time, and it's going to look different for each student and each family.
Absolutely. I want to pivot now to talk about cell phones in schools. Today, the governor is speaking in the Tri-Cities about his proposed cell phone ban, which actually takes it a step further than the policy SPS has had for the last couple of years. Talk about maybe the challenges, and maybe do you think that it's beneficial to go with a full-out ban like the governor is proposing?
Yeah, well, we were the first large district in the state to implement such a restrictive cell phone ban. That's gone really well in our community. We've coupled it with our Engage in Real Life initiative. It's not just about kids not having their cell phones out in classrooms. It's about providing productive things for them to do outside of the school day. That's been wildly successful, and we're going to really continue to emphasize that. And we'll stay connected to the conversation around how might the policy change and evolve. Right now, we're really focused on consistency. You can have the best policy in the world, but if it's not consistently applied across your school or your organization, then it doesn't do the good that you've intended it to do. So we'll be really focusing on that consistency piece. We've been in close conversations with our state and elected officials, and we'll continue to check in with our families and our communities about what they think was best. The policy in its current form was really driven by community and staff input.
And then talk about the balanced schedule. This is a week earlier than families may remember. So talk about some of the pros and cons that you're seeing with starting school a little bit earlier.
Well, if it feels like school's starting early, it is. It is. And really, it's not less school. So it's still the same number of school days. But trying to think strategically around deploying those breaks throughout the year, rather than concentrating them during the summer months. We've tried to think a little bit differently. So this is I call it a nudge towards a more balanced direction. And so probably the most significant difference is we will have a week off in October. Then November and December look pretty typical. In February, we'll have a week off. Spring breaks a week later in April, and then we finish out the school year. So about every 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to take some time off, and really that's about just thinking out how long summer was,
Sure.
but also trying to be strategic in student and staff absences. And that if we strategically deploy some breaks, will that allow us to be a little more effective in mitigating absences due to illness and things like that.
All right, Dr. Swinyard, thanks so much for being here. Happy first day of school.
Happy first day.
We'll be right back.